everyone, so today I'm making a new YouTube video. I know be more consistent. My phone is finally working on me, and it's about Hagrid. I will also be making a music video too, but I will do that later. I'm gonna try to do that soon, but we'll see. Oh, sorry, how that's gonna work out. So, yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm very fatigued right now, so bear with me. But yeah, today, what I wanted to talk about is again another Harry Potter video, but except this time Hagrid. And I absolutely love Hagrid. He is, oh, such a character. He's such an icon. He's not necessarily like Dumbledore, where he has like mixed reactions, like from what I've seen from other like people and commenters and people who love Harry Potter and who are Potterheads, just in general, like all our consensus is that we love Hagrid. And the reason why Hagrid is just such a lovable character and why he's just kind of the cult character at this point is that his just, first of all, he's such a mood. So that's one thing. But second of all, his empathy and his just kind of like, in a way, his grandness really appeals to his character. Because, like, you can just tell, like, through this whole series that Hagrid really has a soft spot for Harry and, you know, obviously his friends, but especially for Harry. And he just really feels for him. And I think that's really what appeals to his character, is that he just feels like he can connect to this, you know, young boy who needs, you know, guidance and who's at a really dark spot in his life and, you know, who needs just someone to be there for him, because, you know, Dumbledore can't always be there. And, you know, obviously Dumbledore, especially when he was younger, was still very secretive. So, you know, he was still hiding things from him because, you know, essentially with Dumbledore, he thought, you know, that's what he had to do to, like, protect Harry. But I think Hagrid had a different perspective on it. And I think that's also what, in my opinion, why Dumbledore and Hagrid are such a good duo, is that Hagrid is more cold, while, Dumbledore is more cold, while Hagrid is more warm. And just in general, I just think that's, which is always such a very like interesting combo and a very interesting collaboration. And I just think that really benefits in the story. And I also think, like, for a story to be developed in a story, and for a story to be just very meaningful and very very purposeful, you have to have guidance and you have to have direction. And that can be with like setting, that can be with the storyline itself, with the script, but I think characters can also really help, especially with supporting characters, because, you know, the main characters are just mostly there to develop and grow with the audience. You know, they're the kind of, how I think about it, they're the outcome of their setting and experience, while the other characters, especially the characters that interact with them and more of the adult characters, they're the ones to show them that there are different perspectives and there are different directions on how their story should be, and how they choose it is how they choose it. They should decide on themselves, and if they have questions and need advice, come to them. And I think that is such a good character trope, in my opinion, because, you know, we always think about character tropes as being bad, but there are definitely good character tropes. And I think having a character trope that resembles, you know, positivity, warmth, and letting the person in. I think that's the best character trope you can ever have, because it just shows that, in real life especially, there are people like that, and it's always so good to have those type of people. And so I don't know, I just think like to having that type of like motivation and having that type of positivity, it really affects the character to going into a good path. Because like anyone can be a good character, anyone can be a good person. It's the way the person is perceived from the other people that they're around, especially the people that they care about. Because if you care about people that don't care to you back, it just kind of messes you up psychologically. Because it's like, if I care about you and you don't think the same way, then how do I think about myself? And so, and that's why I just think like for people to for people who want to create characters and create a story, I think it's something to think about, to have a character who's essentially pure, so then they can give that pureness to the other characters, especially the characters that need it or that are not like 100% pure because of what they've experienced. And to be honest, Hagrid is one of those characters who's like, the reason why he's pure is because he learned how to be pure. He learned how to get back to that purification, because like essentially what I understand is that he comes from these like beasts, or like these monsters, if you will, because I think he's considered a giant. I can't remember if he is, but he like, not necessarily human. And like, I can't remember exactly, and you guys can comment down below, but I definitely think, but like he, was let down, or like he was left by his parents, and there's just a lot of like drama essentially with his upbringing. That's what I remember. You guys can let me know, because I can't remember exactly. And so, but the way that he perceived that, and the way he showcased that, and the way he understood that was so healthy. And I think to have a healthy character in a story is always very good, and just shows that the story in itself really does have good intentions, and really is truly just, a perfect story in itself. Because, you want to have that healthy character, you want to have unhealthy character, you want to have that traumatized, you want to have all aspects of life in a story to show how to get from point A to point B. Because essentially storytelling is all about, seeing where we are as a society and how we can make changes in our own lives, but doing it in an artistic and like beautiful and just very kind of outer perspective type of way. And I think that's the best type of storytelling, is to have a character that can get into perfection, but he sees other people getting there too. He's humble, but he's still a good character all in all. Like, he's powerful, but he's still humble. And I think that's the whole point of life, and it's the whole point of anything, is if you can see the good in yourself and the good of other people, that's just the best thing you can ever do. To make a healthy creation of yourself, to make a healthy creation of others, and to make a healthy creation of the things around you. Yeah. Sorry, that got so deep. I love it. Sorry, I love psychology, if you can't tell. But yeah, I think that's why Hagrid is just such a good character, and he's just such a balanced character, is that he just has a very healthy perspective, and he's learned to have a healthy perspective, and he's worked to have a healthy perspective. And I think that's what we can all learn from Hagrid, and we can all learn from characters of Hagrid, that to be a healthy person, to be a good person, is to see the good in yourself, to work on the bad stuff, to see the good in other people, to work on that, and to see the good in the world and work on that. Because everything is work, and everything is perceived. If you can't perceive something, if you can't work something, you will never be who you want to be. Oh, powerful. But yeah, so that's what I would say about Hagrid and why I just love Hagrid, and I think he's such a great character. So, yeah, this was kind of short, I will agree, but I think we all know at this point Hagrid is just such a good character. And I think after I make my music video, whenever I make these 3 videos, I'll make some more videos, and I'll definitely talk about Snape, because I think he's an interesting character to talk about too. So, yeah. Okay. I will see you guys later.